It's not so long ago that there was deep skepticism about the future of innovation. The US economist Robert Gordon contended that the century of innovation after 1870, a century that brought us indoor plumbing, electric lights, motor vehicles, airplanes, telephones, radio, TV and computers, won't be repeated. But with the remarkable success of newly created COVID vaccines, there's a new wave of optimism. Indeed, The Economist recently reported that there's now a global boom in investment in innovation. In 2020, the world spent a record $2.1 trillion, or 2.5% of global GDP on R&D. Part of the reason for this funding increase is the readiness of two governments, the United States and China, to invest heavily in R&D. As Xi Jinping said last year, technological innovation has become the main battlefield of the international strategic game. And in some crucial areas, like electric vehicle batteries, China already is the world's largest producer. But the race for technological dominance is far from decided. The US is still outspending China. In 2020, the US spent about $800 billion, while China spent about $660 billion. Some of this money will trickle down to companies. But if they want to get ahead of their rivals, business leaders should not wait for governments. Instead, they should become proactive innovators. The question is, how can they do this at a time of cost squeeze? As I explain in my new book, Profit from the Source, they should take a leaf out of the playbook of big tech companies. By empowering their chief procurement officer to work with their top suppliers. Prior to the current supply chain crisis, most business leaders paid little attention to their suppliers. Now, crisis-hit companies see them as a source not only of savings, but also of urgently needed components and raw materials. But suppliers are not yet commonly seen as the source of innovation that they are. That view now needs to be overturned. Big tech leaders understand that their companies are part of a network or ecosystem of companies. They don't operate alone. So these companies pool their financial resources with their top suppliers. One company we work with has an R&D budget of $1 billion. But by working closely with suppliers, it is able to tap a much bigger collective R&D budget of $20 billion. Also, these companies pool their intellectual resources. Their business leaders realize that they can benefit from the accumulated knowledge and expertise of their suppliers. In particular, developing faster, better, and safe ways to source and make products. Is it any wonder that these big tech businesses are the world's most valuable companies? I'm Christian Schuh, and this has been a new segment of my channel Procurement in the Park. Thank you for watching, and if you're a first-time visitor, please hit the bell and subscribe. Bye.